Hi, thank you so much for joining us. We are here to talk to you a little bit about the goddess within. And we thought we would show up and just have a chat about what is making us feel the most excited, because we feel like those are the things you're going to be the most excited about. So, who wants to start? Who's excited about something? Who wants to share?
I'll start.
Leigh, what? Tell me.
I am most excited about tapping into my goddess and like giving her a little bit more of a backstory, like giving her a name and like what does she wear and what is she like, and I feel like kind of personifying her over the past few weeks, ever since Anju dropped that little bit of knowledge about like, oh, your inner goddess totally looks like this, and just mirroring that back to me, that has been such a gift, because it's personifying her has made it easier for me to embody her in certain moments. Like, oh, I'm going to invoke her in this moment and just turn on that switch. And so I'm excited to bring a little bit more structure to that so that I can easily call on my inner goddess and just whenever I need her.
I love that so much. So I think, are you talking about the email what I wrote in the email? So when I sent out an email to you guys, if you're on the email list, I had written that Leigh is, to me, she is Ariel from The Little Mermaid, always has been. And then she's got this like siren quality, you know, like the sirens who just are so alluring with their song and you just can't not look. Yes. And so it's really, that just reminds me, Leigh, that, you know, in the Goddess Within workshop, which is our main event on Saturday, we're obviously doing the inner work to connect with her and our vision of her. But you just made me realize too that such a powerful part of being in community is that we're going to be able to have each other as mirrors to reflect back to each other what we might not see in ourselves. So yeah, that kind of just, I guess I had been thinking of the workshop as a very internal process, but I love that you said that, because there definitely will be so much value coming from sharing with each other what it is that we're seeing and experiencing in each other.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the real gift of having the sisterhood there to support that process, and not just because, you know, we could do that visualization recording at home and then not talk to anyone about it, and I think it would come out very differently. And it is important to have that support.
Yeah, hugely.
Yeah.
Will you tell us about that visualization? Like, not too much, but just a little drip about what you are preparing for us.
Yeah, so I'm preparing a hypno visualization where we're actually going to go to the place where our inner goddess resides and greet her energetically and kind of tap into her energy and learn about her, allow her to communicate in whatever way she feels is right and whatever we need to hear. So I think that the process is going to be different for everyone in terms of like what they find there, but I did do a little tester myself and like met her on the beach in Costa Rica, and she was amazing. And I was just coming out of that experience, I was like, this is going to be powerful for sure.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Thank you for sharing that visualization with us.
Magical.
Yeah, magical. So, Trina, do you want to tell us what you're most excited about?
I am super excited to meet my inner goddess, or redefine her. I am very excited to give her a proper soundtrack. You know, I really, really connect to music and dropping into the body and letting everything just bubble up from inside. So I'm ready to inhabit her and embody her. And I'm super, super excited to be receiving Leigh's hypnotherapy, guiding. And I've been with you both for the last couple of years with our RYV Team, and you both have grown and just blown my mind. And I'm excited to do this next retreat with you and see both of you blossoming and opening into your next incarnations. So I'm so excited to be with you. I miss you.
I miss you too.
I want a Trina heart hug.
Yeah.
I will bite your face.
Yeah. Virtually. We will feel it all virtually.
Yeah.
Thanks, sister.
What are you excited on?
There's nothing I'm not excited about. I am so fired up. I'm excited about our dance flushes, our dance parties, whatever that embodiment ends up feeling like in the moment, our little bit of yoga. I'm excited about these self-care rituals that we can use to support ourselves, either in the morning before our circles or in the middle of the day to clear our energy, especially at night with all the like amazing Epsom salt rituals, of course, if that's your jam, and salt scrubs and these, this beautiful ebook that we have to share with everyone. So you can take all the stuff you already have at home and just create that practice and ritual of pouring love on yourself, not having to go get the special thing. Like I feel so much of the time we are like, oh, I've got to go get a massage, or I've got to invest in going to get a facial or to the spa. And I want to redefine our homes as our most sacred space right now for everyone. Like if we can practice this together and create an energetic signature within each of our homes that we're all contributing to, that's so sacred and so loving and so all about self-care, then even if we just continue a few of those practices after the retreat is done, we're just going to have, as habits then, as part of our normal routine. I feel like that's what's going to keep this goddess within alive. Yes. Right? Like we're meeting her, we're accessing her, we're pouring love on her, and then we're going to do the work to continue nurturing and feeding and watering her.
Yeah.
There's
something so beautiful that I took away from our Costa Rica retreat, and that was waking up every morning and tending to, like, I think Trina, you said this when you noticed this first when we were there, and I was like, oh yeah, like we are tending. Every morning we would wake up and we would sweep the patio because this gorgeous tree had dropped all these flowers overnight, and we would go and give offerings to the statues. And it just, like, our whole life there in Costa Rica felt like a moving meditation. And I've been trying to, being home all the time now in quarantine, I've been trying to incorporate that into my daily life and finding so much more richness in the moments, like waking up and just opening my journal, or going out and sitting on my back patio, like bringing some of that moving meditation. I think we're going to find that in this home retreat as well, because we're going to be transforming our home spaces into these sacred spaces. And I think that has really lasting benefits.
Totally.
Yes.
And I think that before we went to Costa Rica, we were talking about those types of things that we'd be doing daily. And we called that keeping the in-between sacred. So when we were in our workshops and doing our planned, schedule of events, in between those times, in the transitions, we would tend, right? And so that is keeping the in-between sacred. And so when we have our block schedules during our upcoming goddess retreat at home weekend, we will have tools to keep the in-between sacred until we meet again.
Yes. I love that.
I just
the same way.
Goosebumps. Goosebumps.
Oh, root into that. That feels good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's one more thing that's coming to mind for me that I'm really excited about, which is just the curiosity. You know, I have this incredible, deep curiosity around what's going to develop for us over the weekend. Because the way that we create retreat, the experience is that we have these plans as like markers throughout the weekend. And we plan so that we can break some of the plans. Like that's always the plan, right? Is to create this structure and this foundation within which, yes, it's a sacred container, but then just within which we can be curious and allow what comes up, you know, the themes that we find as we're sitting here as this group of women. There are themes. We start on the full moon, you guys. That is so insane. So we can do full moon rituals and we can make moon water that night. And I mean, there's so much we're doing together. So seeing what themes come up once we're together in that group and then utilizing those themes throughout the weekend, like there's no way for us to anticipate right now what that's going to be. And I love that part of it. I love that the retreats are alive.
Mm-hmm.
You know? They're alive. They're breathing. There's nothing there that is, you know, set in stone or that we know what it's going to look like. It's an intuitive process. And that makes me excited to see what shows up.
Yes. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. Yeah. So is there anything else that's wanting to be said before we sign off? I'm just excited. A little bit like this. Yeah. That's it. Just a big old love bomb.
I can't drop my iPad to do that. Hold on.
Here. Oh, I really was like, I could go on our screen. Yeah. Okay. Well, we love you and we can't wait to be your facilitators and just engage in curiosity and deep R&R with you guys. So if you have questions, let us know. We love you.
Love.
Mwah.
Mwah.